was like second guessing whether I was even gonna go live. So I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm live yet. Praise Yah though, to begin with. All right, praise Yah, Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was like hesitating. I almost didn't even hit start on this live. I was kind of like, my heart's not really in it. So I finally downloaded these Expressive MPCe Expressive Kits expansion. Had to get a computer out and do all that, which I wasn't too happy about. You know, I wish it was just kind of in the standalone. It would have made more sense. But yeah, man, I just want to explore them a little bit, I guess. And I have been looking at them, and honestly, I'm not super excited about it. I know a lot of people are. It's like kind of one of the key features. I think it can be cool. I think I just need to explore it. The thing is, I've just been happy with the way I've been doing things, just using cycles and multi samples on drums. So that's the main thing I'm looking at. But there are some other things in here that have some possibilities. There's a lot of templates. So I've been at least looked at some of the templates so I can get an idea. Like I took a picture of some of, like, just go into the mod matrix and then like look at or saved a picture so I can like apply some of those things to my drum kits already. So I'll probably go over that again and then just like load up some of these. Regardless, man, very grateful to have the Live 3 here in my possession. You know, it's a nice opportunity to have. So shout out to Zounds for supplying me with that. Let's go ahead and move into my sponsors, which is me. Hey, real quick, if I can grab your attention before we get into the content and have you head into the description where there'll be a link to my sample pack store. This is a great way you can support the channel, get something in return. If you ever found any kind of value from what I do over here and you're an MPC user or an SP44 Mark II user, I specialize in packs for that. I also got some free stuff over there, so please do head over and feel free to download those. All right. For the show, so go check out the links in the description. This is probably going to be a sample stream. I was actually kind of sitting here for a minute trying to find a sample and didn't want to go live because my last stream got demonetized because someone claimed. So I think it was after someone had asked me to break down the song that I was working on, and I, you know, played the sample even though it was sped up, but someone claimed it, and I went and I followed that trail. And I'm like, okay, it says that I'm using a sample from this song, but that was not the song that I sampled from the name of it that I saw in my email. And so I tracked that down to someone on Bandcamp and I played the song, and sure enough, they're using the same sample in their song. So it's like people are, it seems like people are able to put content ID on tracks they don't have full rights to because they're using samples, and then that is, you know, striking other people, like in my case. So it's like, and it's also weird because like to dispute it doesn't have the options that I could dispute that, because it's like the option is, oh, I own the rights or I have a right to, which I don't necessarily. You know, I'm just trying to move along that and, you know, speed up the stuff. But it seems pretty unfair, especially since I'm like the whole video stream is my content, me just, you know, doing what I do and stuff. So, but yeah, word from Zounds real quick.
What am I doing?
Zounds pay-as-you-play is interest-free.
Did you hear that? Nope.
Zounds.com, pay as you play, zero interest. Stay in rhythm, not in debt. Yeah, what is good? DJ Rec, beats by Alonza, Jordan Talks Art. Okay, what's good, man? Yeah. So here, I finally got these. So part of this didn't make sense to me, just being that this whole expansion for standalone, you had to go and download a new software, a new I don't know how long that software's been out. It's like a download software center for Akai, kind of like what I've seen with Native Instruments. They're like Access Center or something, Native Access. It's kind of like that, right? And it's cool, whatever. It looks cool, but weird thing is, like, I went into the registrations on the computer and I seen like the Expressive e-kits, and you click on that and there's no information there on where to download it. So I scrolled all the way down and I randomly clicked on a Marco Polo kit that I bought like probably at least 2 years ago that has nothing to do, with Expressive kits. And on there, it said it had the link or the download for the software center. So that's kind of awkward, I think. At the very least, it should be right there next to the registration for the Expressive kits. Yeah, been out a while. Okay. OmniLab, what's good? Yeah, so I don't know, just jump right into it. I'll just start by kind of playing around with some of the expansions or the kits that are in the expansions, and then move into some of the templates and talk about one thing that I think is kind of cool that I was trying, and then another thing why I think I'm not really the biggest fan of it. Okay. So, MPCe kits. This is just my kit right now. And we got like genre kits. So how many of you been messing with these? Ooh, my coffee's hot. All right, so this is the boom bap kits. What I'm gonna go for first. Always. So I don't really hear a difference on these. So top and bottom's different, which is useful because then you can have more of a, kind of slightly different, makes your beat sound more natural. But I still don't think that's comparable to just using cycles, because if you just put 4 samples on a cycle, then you don't got to worry about striking a different part of the pad, And while I think it's kind of a cool thing to have an open hat and a closed hat. Got 3 open hats here. I don't think that's like well thought out, in my opinion. It's like you don't really need 3 different types of open hats and then just one hi-hat, which is it's a nice hi-hat, but your beats are gonna sound more organic if you have multiple closed hats versus an open hat, which only hits like every couple of bars, maybe. It's not going to be a big deal because they're not usually striking them right after the other. So this is kind of stale, in my opinion. Like, I used to just make beats with one, and that's how boom bap was made, But I prefer a cycle. So even if I had like 4 different hi-hats on this, that is not more efficient. If I was playing like this and they're all hi-hats, it's not more efficient than just striking the pad and then cycling through them, So I'm just touching the surface of this, so maybe it's possible to do a little bit of both. In my opinion, it would be cool. I don't think, so far from what I've seen, I don't know if it's possible to be able to do, because like okay, let me finish my sentence. A lot of times I don't finish my sentence and I go in my thought process, and that's probably a little awkward to listen to. Okay, I think it would be cool to be able to do the corners, right? The quadrants, but then also do the cycles, but I don't think that that's possible when you go into the global set, right? You're either at crossfade for the corners or you're at cycle, and I don't see that there's an option. Maybe they could include that, or maybe there's something that I haven't looked at yet. So I think it'd just be a matter of like looking at the templates that are in there, kind of exploring those and see how they work. So yeah, man, I'll just get in the questions because, like I said, man, this is I wasn't super hyped to come on here because I'm pretty happy as is how I've been building my kits, and even when I seen this, it wasn't like the go-to like kind of feature that I was like, oh, super excited about, because it's more like learning a new workflow, aside from one that I already, as far as like my finger drumming, and I'm not like a finger drumming performer or anything, but I like to be able to finger drum to program in that, in that way to like do it kind of quicker and more natural. I feel like learning finger drumming has helped me come up with patterns that I never would have done had I continued to like program individual kicks and snares and hats on different tracks. So, but yeah, man. So, and that's not me. Like, I'm not talking down about this. Like, some people, I've heard a lot of people say they love it. It's cool. And I just see like a lot of these features are being aimed towards exactly what the name is with the live. It's becoming a live machine. That's how I see it more as. And people that do live performance are going to appreciate some of these things. Now, I do think it's kind of cool for maybe, when I seen the Andy Mack, the first video, like the first day of release, I thought the toms were cool, but it's still, I mean, shoot, that's going to take a lot of practice. So, yeah, let me get in the chat with you. Turn this down. Thanks for the thumbs up so far, everybody, and thanks for kicking it with me. Let's see what you guys got in mind. I think I've seen some questions up there. I just want to pull it up. Okay. Well, my phone's not working, so that's acting weird. Beats by Lawn says, I haven't messed with it much outside of what I do daily. Good point with closed hats. CMD Soda, what's good? Is this what rappers are talking about when they say how many hats they have? No, I don't think so. Can you show how to do 4 cycle samples? I can show you. Yeah, man, I could load up my kits. Like all my kits now that I make are always going to have 4 cycles at the base. I haven't tried to go beyond that. I don't know if that's necessary. 4 is enough to be organic. So, yeah, we'll probably get into it. I'm going to get into it when I load up some of these templates so I can show you what I'm going to... Like, I loaded up one earlier and looked at the mod matrix settings so that I can apply it to one of my pads on my actual kit. Because I think that's what it's going to be most useful for me. Because I don't necessarily want a whole template kit where every pad is the same. So, like... I might want to use some of these quadrant expressive kits, like crossfade things on certain pads, and then on others I don't, So I don't know. That's just something I'm exploring, and that's why I'm not, like I said, I'm not like super excited because I'm like content with my regular old fashioned pads with cycles and stuff. So it's like I feel it's unnecessary for me. See. Yeah, okay. Did you have any problems installing those MPC edition packs? Installed duets to my MPC Live. It shows activate but doesn't appear in my expansions. No, I haven't bought those, but I do have a few of the. Are you just talking like specifically about the Native Instruments ones? I've got a couple on there, no issue. I mean, the only thing I've had issue with sometimes in the past is where like all my activations will disappear and then I have to like hit activate again, and that's kind of random sometimes. Tactical MIDI, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping in. CMD Soda, I do sell kits, man. You can go to the link in my description. It's like at the top, so you'll see if you click on the description now, you'll see there's a link for the Live 3 if you're trying to buy it over on Zounds. And underneath that, it says my sample pack. So that's a link to my whole store, and I got a few different packs on there. If you're looking for specifically ones with the Cycle 4 hi-hats, then look at I Stole These Hats. That's a pack of kits like that, of drum kits. I think it's maybe 11 of them. Amir, what's good? Yeah, just those. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got to make sure. Do you have like a drive on your MPC, because you are supposed to select a place to put your when you go into activations. See, like mine randomly right now says offline, although my Wi-Fi is on. So sometimes you got to hit refresh, and for some reason it just says offline, and I don't know why. But there is a option right here. Are you on the Live 3? The Live 3, I believe, comes with a lot more internal space, so maybe you'd be good with putting, and that'd probably be the only thing I put on there is the instruments. But if you have a hard drive, that might be a better option. But you can select it here, and then see this. You can see this doesn't have. I don't have an HD in this because this isn't mine. So either the turtle option or this right here is my SD card. So just pick one. If you got plenty of space on your SD, I guess that could work. And make sure it's all saved to that. So I'm not sure what the specific problem is with your situation. Nora on TV, what's good? Yeah, I have the SSD installed. I'll try uninstalling. Is your SD not showing up? I wouldn't say you need to do that specifically. Just make sure you selected it. This is the activations window. And then when you set this, that's where all your plugins that you buy and activate, that's where all the data, information, maybe samples, all that stuff saves are there. So yeah, I guess just exploring some of these pads a little bit. But even still, like this, why would you want to make it more difficult for yourself to do this? Maybe there's different patterns. But I would prefer, like with a hi-hat, I don't know, I don't really use hand drums. But it might be even more effective just to have it on a cycle and have these just triggering when you hit the middle. I don't know. It's all the same sample. You got one of those going? No. Yeah, so I'm not sure what it's doing with this one. This is like, it's just the same sample on one layer. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't get it. Like, some of these pads don't even have anything expressive going on them. What was the point there? It's the same sample all the way through, I guess. So is this. Oh, I guess. Okay. It's like. Oh, it's interesting. When you hold it, it loops, but it does this weird loop thing. And that kind of pitches it and loops it. Okay. Is there any more to that? Just one bank. All right, so what else we got? Deep house. I'll skip it. Not really my thing. Hip hop kit. Oh, CMD, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I hope you like it, man. And I am working on a couple other packs too. Let's see. It does take a little getting used to playing the different corners. I don't hear anything expressive going on there. Just, oh, okay. This is the center corner. So I think this one is one I was looking at that I'm going to add to my own kit, where the middle of the pad just plays layer 1, and then the corners will play layer 2. I am curious about this one. I like the 4 corners one. I noticed that there's a 64 pad layout, so that's one that I would probably load. And I actually already did this. Like, this is like if I go to the templates, there's a 64 pad layout. But what I tried to do, and I was hoping it would work, because there isn't a way. See, they need to make a way that you can go into your sample. You know, do I even have anything in here yet? I don't think I have anything in here. Where you can chop and say you do 64 samples and then export to and create like an expressive 64 pad layout. When they make that happen, that'd be great. So at this point, like, has anyone figured out any use of the 64 pad layout? I mean, you can use it, but it's going to be really tedious, I would think, to program, because to me, that would be the benefit of this, like using the 4s where you have 64 chops all in one, because it'd help you come up with like a different arrangement without having to bounce around on different banks. An alternative I found that is nice is when you have an external keyboard, but being that you have these expressive pads, quadrants, if you could do that on the fly, like with ease, automatically, that would be good. So I don't think it's possible. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me, because then I would probably change my mind a little bit. Najee Harrison, what's good, man? I haven't really explored the Pro Pack too much. I briefly clicked on the clips and got confused real quick and ran away. So, yeah. Chocolate Boy Swagger, what's up, man? You're not really that late, man. I've been 24 minutes in, so. Yeah, the articulations, I've seen that. Yeah, the articulations is possible to do on a whole pad. And so there's workarounds of using that. You can just, you could leave it on a whole pad, or you can like resample the articulation and then layer it and set it to velocity. So that's like one thing that I kind of do with my cycles and then velocity. All right. kits. Lo-fi kit. Well, it's something to get used to if you want a finger drum with. That's sure. So. Is that the sound of like a sword? Okay. Yeah, CMD, it's a great machine regardless, man. I'm just kind of looking at it from a different like perspective of, like, do I need these extra features? And so if it's unnecessary, then for me, like, I would never like be like, oh, yeah, y'all don't need this because this is dumb because I do things this way, like, but just looking at it from my own perspective and being reasonable with myself. At this point, I don't think the Expressive pads are one of the reasons for me to want to get this. There may be other reasons, like my last stream, like the locate stuff. That's really nice. That's really nice because I was able to very easily fix a bad lyric in my song with that. And the punch in, although I've tried it with my other MPCs, I just feel like it's kind of tedious, so I've avoided it, and opted for just like get my verse down right in one take, even if I have to do it. Like, I think I had a record of like 54 takes on one verse one time. That was probably like when I was like 4 songs in. So yeah, like, if you don't know, I do all my songs in standalone. Yeah, it's for finger drummers with tiny fingers. I mean, Beats by J Black gets around just fine, but I mean, he's very skillful. So I still don't think like, well, man, I just what up? There's a song open. Madis CNYC. I had read your comment. Ali Star was good. Wonder if they'll have a new machine for NAMM. I mean, like 2 streams ago, someone immediately came in and was like, "Oh yeah, they're going to." So I don't know how much they do, but man, I do think that they might. But I also thought they were gonna have something this last NAMM, so, and I was completely wrong. And that was just a wild guess, man. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I went and looked at the InMusic FCC file code to see if there's anything. But yeah, like, see, like this, I was saying is one thing. I never tried the locate stuff on an MPCX, but I could get an MPCX just for that reason if I wanted to. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm getting a little gas thinking about an MPCX. All right. Is this the Neo Soul one? All the same. Yeah, so I'm kind of like just over that. I'm not, sorry to say, I'm not impressed with the added features of the quadrants in that one. But one thing to do if you want to apply some of these some of this ability of the quadrant pads to some of your own kids, kind of like sparingly. The way of going about that is reverse engineering some of this stuff. Like, for example, this is one I pulled up earlier. So we seen that the center one, edge two. So you just go on this. It's all the pads are laid out like this. So you would reverse engineer it by going into like the global and taking a look. So we see that the layer play is set to crossfade. Right. And I took a picture of all this if I can when I load up my own kit. And that's what I would recommend doing. Yeah, so I took photos. And then the other thing would be to go and look over here. Just on your effects. Nothing on articulations. That doesn't matter, apparently. And mod matrix. So with the mod matrix, this information should change from pad to pad if it's got something different going on. But since this whole template is center pad 1, corner 2, this is what you need to apply to your pad in the mod matrix if you want it to behave like that. So having that information, I'll just load up one of my own kits. Go over. Okay, so I'll load this one. Okay, so the way that I got mine set up, just using, so this is like one of my, you see, just, I prefer this cycle. Hold up a second. Oh, I'm gonna bump my camera. Okay, so this is set to a cycle. If we go into grid, we can see that. I go to global. So I got my hi-hats to cycle, but I want to apply that mod matrix stuff to this pad because the way that I'm doing it right now is on velocity. So the way I have this set up is if I want a snare roll, I just lightly press because I have that, I have this snare roll velocity at 0 to 20. So if I press the pad at 0 to 20 velocity, I'm going to get that snare. It doesn't matter where on the pad. And then if I strike it above 20, then I'm going to get the full snare. So I thought maybe it would be cool to have the center pad and then the corners do, the center pad do the regular snare and then the corners do the, so in order to do that, I'll just, put this back, remove this, and set that to 0 to 127. This is like the default. And then I'm going to put the snare roll here on layer 2. And then global, send it to crossfade. And then go over to mod matrix. And then I'll just refer to my notes over here. So I took pictures of that one template. And then, okay, so let's see. So yeah, so the source is going to be set to, I'm going to go down to MPCe. And then it's going to be pad XY center dist. And then the target right here, I'm going to set to layer crossfade X. So if I click on that, I go down to global, layer crossfade X, and that should be it. So if I hit the center, I hit the corner. But it's still a little weird too, because you got to be pretty precise. Because you just off a little bit of the center, then you're getting that. See that? I was trying to hit the. So it is crossfading it. So yeah, just that was the first thing I thought to test out. What other options are there? And there's some other things in the template that I'm not sure how they work. This one is, I think, cool if you want to load up maybe as your template. Like, so I have a chops track that I usually put my samples on. So maybe if I wanted to load up this X cutoff Y reso LP filter and then sample something into here, and then it's already pre-programmed. So that's one that will work because you can just record directly from the main screen. Turn this fan on. CMD, I would watch your locate video afterwards. Yesterday I asked myself what to do with the locate button. For sure, are you trying to do vocals at all? For me, it was just finding the precise spot to punch in. So FGC, blessings, man. Thanks for coming in. I guess there won't be any MIDI pads because any smaller mini pads, because any smaller and it'll need toothpicks to drink. Yeah, man. You think about it, like look at what size each pad is. I mean, if each corner is, it's probably smaller than like a SP404 pad. If you're just looking at the dimensions of one of the corners. But I mean, it's still possible to do something with that. Like it's probably about the sizes like the Lo-Fi 12XT, the Sonicware stuff. So still usable. All right, so what are we looking at? Maybe grabbing a sample. So, Tactical MIDI got 2 new pieces in the studio, and now I'm studying them. That's the problem with new gear. Yeah, I know, man. It's kind of a love-hate kind of thing. It can be frustrating. I actually packed this up in the box yesterday, and then it didn't last very long. I pulled it back out because I wanted to kind of get back on some of my old projects rather than trying to learn everything on this. So I feel you. Hero, what's good? What pieces did you get though? Kind of curious. All right, so this is everything the point on this. Oh man, so okay. I thought I had the volume all the way down. I'll plug this in. Oh. Okay, so yeah, let's hope I don't get demonetized. So the MPC's come a long way, man, and I'm a big fan of a lot of the features and stuff. And this is one of them that's really cool. So if you like, I mean, most of you probably know this. If you hit record and then strike a pad, it'll start recording directly on the main page here. So let's go ahead and switch this up. This is pretty cool. So just hit record. Just another strike of the pad to stop it, and then now this should be set up. Yeah, it is set up where it's cut. Let me just turn this up. Get some gain on it. Now this I do find useful. This is nice because you might want to do like transitions or like intros and like do a filter kind of cutoff thing on your sample, and you know that sets it up real easy where you don't got to program something on like on a Q-Link, say you had an older MPC, and do it that way. So this is something that I would probably make use of more so than yeah. Let's see. I'll go back to my chat. I'm gonna try to chop this too and then see where it goes. Big Jammin', what's up? Let's see, I got a phone call. Secret call. What is that nonsense? Hey, thanks again for buying a pack, man. I just seen a notification up there, so we'll appreciate it. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. Let's put this on here. I'm doing Electron. I just got the OG Digitone and an analog rhythm too. Yeah, that's right. I remember you talking about that. Is there a Digitone 2 now? Room 2, and I'm almost done with the rhythm, and I start today with the Digitone. Need to know them in and out. The sound, it's amazing, but it's not an MPC, so it's a drum machine. For sure, we'll be jamming. Hope you're doing well. Jamming. You just used the drums I put in the Low Integrity 7? Did you make a track with those or what? That's what's up. You love those drums? All right on. Yeah, you know, rolling drums. It's a solid acoustic kit that I sampled from, and then drenched them in some SP love. CMD also have Electron gear. That's one thing I've never tried. I do remember wanting to try the Digitech, man. That was before. That was when like Akai took a hiatus from making standalone machines, man, and there was no new options, and that thing looked really nice at the time. Like, oh, a standalone sampler. Heck yeah. Man, why it got these names here? It used to be our channel names. Yeah, I know. So it just switched up. It just switched up on its own then, huh? You didn't mean to do that. I was wondering why yours said the Sonic Alley. Like I didn't even recognize it was you like a couple streams ago. I was like, I know this name, but it's not Alley Star, is it? No one, yeah, haven't grabbed the Toneverk. Are you gonna grab it? Oh, CMD grabbed it. Okay. I mean, I was kind of curious. I'm kind of, but been convinced otherwise. Well, I don't know what the Solisti is. What is that? B Jammin, have you purchased an Astrolab Mini yet? Oh, key sounds mainly. Toneverk is based on a real-time Linux system. I think it has a lot of potential though. Cool. I think the one that I'm most curious about trying is like the what is it, the main one, the Octatrack. I think that's what I would want to try. I think the main person that put me on curious about that is John Makes Beats. He made that thing look real good. But you hardly see him on it anymore. Is John Makes Beats, is he mainly using an MPC now? I wish they'd do a rack mount Astrolab. Yeah, for sure. Did anyone try one machine I wanted to try too? Is like people were asking for a rack version was the Wave State, the Korg Wave State, and they ended up making a desktop rack version. Still haven't tried it. I might try to borrow one though. I don't know. I kind of slept on. I should have grabbed it when it was new. I was just feeling a little bashful. But yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. But yeah, the Key 37 should work for me because that works in the space that I have. As long as I like the sounds. I don't know if I'll be convinced. Like, I just love Yamaha. I still wish Yamaha would make a mini motif. So I don't know if I'll like these. Who loves Yamaha sounds out there? Oh, I seen that Mellotron module too. That I was curious about that when they, even they had like the mini one. I was like, oh, I kind of want that. So the module looks cool, and it's not even that much, is it? But yeah, how many of y'all love the Yamaha sounds and also have tried the Arturia sounds? Now, we're just getting into a conversation now about gear, but yeah, like how do they compare if you were to compare them as far as like natural sounds go? Be jamming, you got any thoughts on that? Is the V collection the natural sounds? Yamaha are the best natural sounds? So I might not end up being impressed by the sounds. Cause man, yeah. Cause I had the Integra 7. At the same time I had the Yamaha Sec Track, that little groove box that has like motif sounds in it. And I like the sounds out the Sec Track better than the Integra 7. And I've tried the MC 101, and although the sounds were cool, they weren't all the way there for me. Like, I wasn't wholly convinced. V collection is synth stuff. Okay. Integra 7, I think it's pretty old. It's been around for a minute, but they still sell it. What is wrong with the Sec Track? I don't know. What do you mean? I didn't say anything about like negative about it. Although I purchased it to use as a module, not like as a groove box. I think the main thing that's wrong with it is it just feels really cheap, but the sounds are really good because it's motif stuff. Yeah, so what are we doing here today? Let me go ahead and just try to chop this and I'll do this like the old-fashioned way. 7. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no. Oops. Yeah, so like Akai made it possible to just export like from the chop window into like a program that has these kind of settings. That would be more optimal, I think, you know. So I can chop and export to a Looks like we've gone in all the way on Gear Talk in the chat, huh? Are there sounds in the actual app for that Astrolab? Concerned about all this USB-C connection these days. It's just not pro. I feel like it's... Yeah, I was kind of curious. Like, can you not do that with other formats of USB? Like, I think USB-B is, like, kind of the best for, like, avoiding damage. I bent the... See, like, this microphone that I have is a USB microphone, and it's got the USB-C on it. I bent that. Bent that here. Still working, but USB-B would be a lot more safer. Can you not do like audio over USB with USB-B? Yeah, so that's what you're talking about, Ali. Is this it being flimsy. Not pro quality. CMD, a fan of line signals, huh? Are you not using the USB-C audio? Isn't it usually plug and play though? If I was to push my S2400 off this desk, it'll still make beats. If I push any MPC off, it's gone. Like, you think the build quality wouldn't hold with the MPC, but would on the S2400? Who makes the S2400 again? Is that Isla Instruments? Yeah, I figured the app was just for that, but someone had said something that made me think you can play sounds out of it. JC. Your name's JC. God gave you cables so you'd have something to organize. Yeah. I think 1600 sounds with connected to the software has 8,000. But you're talking about like the computer software, not the phone app. Yeah, OmniLab. I seen Jay Freshman's MPC, man. He's really put in work over time. But yeah, man, that thing is hard to look at. And he still ain't put his skin on it. Terrible. Scrap time. All right. No. All right, be jamming. Join the Discord for sure. So what's going on over at the Discord? CMD, appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Am I thinking about keeping the MPC3? I don't know, man. I've had it for like a week, so yeah, I'm gonna keep it for a little while, and then we'll see. Decide not to get anything unless it has at least 8 outs. Okay. Let's see what other kind of samples we have. Get anything unless it has at least 8. Shoot. Explore some of these other. So this is what we're doing here. What else is in here? Like the chords and stuff. Jazz kit chords. Yeah, so maybe my thoughts are like that the quadrant stuff isn't necessarily for me as far as like the drums, but if you have like a chord progression chop, that could save you some space, you know. You can do a little more. The fades are cool. Not so smooth. Oh, I accidentally changed everything. Yeah. See mine. Don't sound like see mine. Oops. C minor. Why doesn't it sound? Maybe. Sharp minor. Does this sound right? I didn't have so like these main chords were at C minor, and then the other stuff that I did was at C sharp minor. Maybe that sounds good versus trying to put this in the same key. Yeah. What? Might add a tune. Well, there's two different things going on, so I was just like kind of messing with things by ear, and it kind of sounded good, but like my samples, those chords are in C minor, and then those other like weird little vocal samples were in C sharp minor. So I don't know enough of these theory rules to know if that's okay to break. I mean, it sounds all right, but it could be it sounds flat. What part sounds flat? The bass or just my voice or what? I know. Blatantly Blatant was good, man. It's going to be interesting for you to try out your live too afterwards. Pretty sure you'll miss a lot of stuff from this machine. Flat. Bass is flat. Maybe the bass I should play in a, well, this was flat, so I should go, I'll just stay in the same key, but yeah, this fun. Know anyone with synesthesia? What is synesthesia again? What is that? Is that where you like see sound? I haven't tried the plugin yet, but I've got it on here, so. I can pull it up. Let me see. So everything's going on here. Let's delete that and let's see, where is it at? Is it in the harmonic probably? What's it called? Double tape? Or is it under? What category would it be in? I think I have it. Oh, I gotta download it. It says I'm offline. Connect. Bro. Need some more. I don't know what my password is. I don't think. Okay, I'm trying to check my network connection. Stop doing that. It's under delay and reverb, really? I thought it'd be more under like a harmonic or something. So I'm just trying to reconnect to the internet. Password incorrect. Okay, let me try again. Synesthesia sound produces secondary sensory stuff. I want someone to tell me the colors. Secondary sensory stuff. Some do secondary sensory stuff. I want someone to tell me the colors. It's you have wait, what? I'm sorry for chuckling, but so synesthesia allows you, like, you hear, when you hear sound you see colors, but what you're saying is you're colorblind, so you can't see the colors, or you see them. What colorblind means, you like see the colors different. I gotta go step away, get some water real quick, see if that password works. I guess I don't know my password. I'll try one more option. It was a joke. Okay, I figured that's why I was chuckling, man. I was like, for a second, I was like, man, I don't mean to offend by this chuckle, because it's shoot, man. You be double foofed. What? Oh, come on. How many times? What is my password? Call it the Pharrell Williams syndrome when you see colors. Is that something he was talking about? Yeah, when I hear a lot, like, producers and musicians talk about stuff like that, I just feel slow. I'm like, really? You know, like, people talk about how they can picture a song or hear a sample and already chop it in their head. Maybe y'all can do that, but I don't know. I really don't. I guess I don't have that skill. There was one thing when it comes to, like, rhythms, I feel like I could see, like, the movement of the rhythms in a way. That's one thing I used to kind of think about. I don't know if I can explain that in a good way, though. Oh, he's got a Lego movie. That's right. I haven't seen that. Okay, I think I might be on. You know? Okay. All right, I'm on mine. Downloading, air tape, double track, extracting. Is that movie worth a watch or what? Can I find it on Tubi? If it's on Tubi, it might be worth a watch. Okay, it was activated. Let's see. It's under, you said, delays. Does this sound... I wonder where all the flavors, where that coming from? No, it's right here. Let me turn it off. Okay, so it's, there we go. So I don't really know much about this, but just pulled it up. So it's worth a watch, JB? So is this supposed to be like his life story, like in a Lego animated way? Okay, so I almost gets to go pull through the presets when you don't know what the plugin does. I like that when you bypass it, the little tape reel stop. Classic ADT vocal. So this should be something to put on vocals. That should be interesting. Give it a try. It looks nice. And for the price of free, hey, I'll take a copy. Compressed vocal. Huh. Seem to be quite a few like vocal presets here. Yeah, it should be interesting to try it on my vocals. Let's go to keys. It's kind of giving that warble effect there. Yeah, man, I canceled a bunch of those streaming apps too, cause they get you, man. That's how I end up overdrafting those random $4.99 for some streaming service that's added on to Prime Video. I think I'm definitely gonna run some drums through this. Yeah, So now these things. Why does that not sound good though? Yeah, I got YouTube Premium still as well. That's one of my ones. And I still got Hulu because I couldn't figure out how to cancel it. And apparently I'm spending like $30 on Hulu and whatever add-on, like a Paramount add-on or something. Crates Motel did a good overview of it with the history of ATT, which was invented in Abbey Road Studios, London, for John Lennon and the Beatles. Oh, okay. Cool. I have to check that out. So someone with some theory knowledge, tell me why these vocal samples sound better in a sharper key over what I was doing versus trying to put them in the same key. What kind of... Yeah, how do you even cancel that Hulu stuff? Like, I feel like I subscribed to Hulu and Disney in a package, and then I canceled Disney, and I figured Hulu was canceled after trying to look through the Hulu website to find a cancel thing, and apparently not when I got charged like a week ago. I never really checked out that Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Did that get canceled for sure, like fully? I've always been a fan of Futurama, so that's kind of, I think, why I signed up for Hulu, because they brought that back, but I ain't really been on it, watching it like that. I've been having a real trouble with audio tracks lately. They don't play back. Okay, hold on. Even still, it should be on auto. On auto, it should play back. When there's a piece of audio there, it should play back. So, what's up with that? That's been a problem for a minute. So I gotta delete it and then like bring it back. And then for some reason they're always warped when you pull them in, and they're not. It's not the whole thing. Still not playing. What's up with that? Yeah, what's up with that, man? All right. You gotta log in from a computer. What year is it? Is it 2020? 2015? What year are we in? Gotta use a computer. We're going backwards. Gotta use a computer to cancel Hulu. Gotta use a computer to download my Expressive expansion. What's up with that? I guess I'll have to try that because I think I did try it from my phone. That's probably the issue then. But all right, I had a good run. Thanks for hanging out, folks. I'm gonna jump off here. I'm kind of tired. All right then. All right, Omni. Appreciate it, man. Akai is getting ready for monthly subscriptions. What is a computer? All right. All right, Ollie. JB. Some apps make you cancel like that. Yeah, I guess so. Make it a little more difficult, probably. That's what it is. Keep you from canceling, you know. But all right, cool, fellas. Till the next one.